Hi everyone, it's Sherry. I hope that you are having a wonderful day. Y'all, we are trying out the Dollar Tree cardstock today, and I'll be making what I think is now my new favorite folio ever. Stay tuned. Welcome to my channel. I am so glad that you decided to stop by, and welcome to all of my new subscribers and to all of my new friends. Welcome back to all of my longtime subscribers and longtime friends. Thank you all so very much for choosing to spend a portion of your day with me. In a recent video, I shared with you some 12 by 12 cardstock that I found at the Dollar Tree, and I said we would try it to see how it actually performs and holds up for what we need our cardstock to do. Well, today we're going to take some of that cardstock and we're going to make this beautiful, beautiful folio. I absolutely love it. I'm going to give you a closer look at this in just a minute, but y'all know what time it is. It's time to make it. All right, y'all, so here's a closer look at today's project. We are going to be using Dollar Tree cardstock for the base of the project, as well as some of the inside pieces. Now, when finished, the folio measures approximately 5 1/8 by 8. So what we have here is a trifold. We have a small flap here, our centerpiece here, and the side flap here. And here at the top, I have it closed with some string, and it opens like this, and then this opens. And y'all, it is so simple to do. And what we have 3 pockets in here. We have a pocket here, we have a pocket here, and then we have a pocket here. And then we have this little tuckable here. So really, we have 4 pockets because you have 4 places in this super simple folio that you can tuck all types of goodies. Easy peasy to make. I kept the outside plain because if you're going to be mailing it as it is, then you wouldn't want a whole lot of decorations on the front. But if you place it in one of the clear baggies for mailing, then you can decorate the front as well. So here's what we're going to need to make this. All right, y'all, so for the Dollar Tree paper, I am choosing to use the navy and the green. You'll need 2 full 12 by 12s, and I'm using 1 of each color. Then I have a piece of the navy, and it measures 4 3/4 by 7 3/4. And then I have this beautiful decorative piece. It measures 4 1/2 by 7 1/2. And then I have the leftover piece, and this measures 4 1/2 by 4 1/2. And then I have 2 scrap pieces, and these pieces measure approximately 2 1/4 by 7. And then I have the front cover of a journal. I have a whole bunch of Dollar Tree journals that I remade in videos past, and I saved the covers. So what I did was took that cover and just cut it down, and I'm going to use it as a decorative element on this project. And y'all, again, here is the Dollar Tree cardstock. It is 12 by 12, and you get 5 pieces in this pack. So what I found when I was working with the cardstock is that it actually works very well. It scores well, it folds well. I don't have any complaints in that area. So we're going to go ahead and score and fold this. So let's score at 2. Rotate it to the opposite side and score at 2. Then we'll turn it 1 time, and we'll score at 5, and we will score at 10 1/8. So while we have our scoreboard trimmer out, let's go ahead and do the inside piece as well. So we're going to cut this piece from 12 to 10, and then we'll turn it to the other 12-inch side, and we're going to cut at 7 3/4. And now we'll turn it to the 10 side, and we're going to score at 5. So we have all of our scoring out of the way. One thing that I will tell you about the Dollar Tree cardstock, it is a white core cardstock, meaning the color does not run through and through. The inside is white. So if that matters to you, this would not be the cardstock for you. But I'm okay with that white edge. But I just wanted to let you know that it does have a white inside. And that's important because let's say you wanted to really have a distressed edge on a project, then you can just tear this, and that gives you an instant look to that project. So white core paper definitely has a purpose in our paper crafting. It's all in what you like and the purpose that you might be using it in the moment. All right, y'all, so I am going to fold and burnish all of my scores, and I'm using my bone folder because I took my big old spatula out to the other area and forgot to bring it back with me. So instead of slowing down the video, we are going to use what we have available. So let's just go ahead. And you can see how well this scored and how well it folded. I don't have any cracking. Everything looks really good so far. So I am quite pleased with the Dollar Tree cardstock at this point. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take this and just fold it like this. And here at this crease, let's just go ahead and angle in. Turn it in the opposite direction and do the same thing. So this is the look that we're getting. Then on this end, we'll do the same thing. And over here as well. So that's what we have so far. Now we're going to do the same thing right here, but we're going to remove these pieces. So we're going to angle in here. You can do a slight angle there to remove that piece. Angle in here. And angle here to remove that piece. So this is how your piece is going to look. We're going to take the little booklet that we made, and we're going to take this decorative piece here, and we're going to place it on the top. You can find something else to place on yours if you don't have these decorative pieces, but I like the instant message that I get. So I am just going to put some tape on the back. We're going to take this piece and just place it down right there. Now we're going to take this piece and we're going to place it down right here. But when we do, we are not going to tape or glue the whole thing. We're just going to place glue around 3 edges because that is how we create the pocket. So before I do that, I want to go ahead and just notch out my pocket using my oval punch, and this is a 2-inch oval punch. So now we can take this and we're going to put it right in here, and I'm making sure that it's inside of my score marks, and we're going to take that glue and place it here, here, and along the bottom. And so while I'm placing this glue, I really want to thank you guys for the awesome support that you showed to me in my recent video about going back to my original intro. For the most part, all of the comments were very supportive and understanding, and that is what I love about you guys. So we're going to take this, and again, I'm going to put it down so that it is inside of the score marks. I do have a little bit of wiggle room because I use my glue. We'll go in and get that nice and stuck. So you can see I have my one pocket, and now I'm going to take this piece and it's going to become my second pocket. So I'm going to need to notch out that opening again. And now we're going to take this piece and place it right there. We'll do it in the same way that we did the first pocket. So we place glue on the 2 short sides and 1 long side. Then we're going to take this piece and just place it down like that. And how simple. And so now we're going to take this piece and we're going to place it down right there. So again, I'll take my tape and we'll take this piece and we're going to put it right there. Then we're going to take this pocket piece and we're going to put it right there. So I am just going to use my scissors, take that pocket piece, and cut a pocket like that. And that was that 4.5 by 4.5 inch piece. I'm going to take my glue. We're going to add some glue here and some glue here. And we'll place that pocket right there. And y'all know what? I forgot a step. So I was able to peel up this piece without really damaging my paper. But before we place those pieces down, we want to go ahead and remove some of that. So I'm trimming it down because I'm going to fold these in to give myself a finished edge. So I'm placing some glue and I'm going to get that stuck. And I noticed that my cardstock, when I used glue before, it didn't work, so that was a good thing. Sorry about that little mishap, but I will need to put some more tape on the back because I did very gently lift up, but now I need to make sure that my tape is going to be nice and tacky enough to hold that down. So now we can take this piece and place it down. So y'all see, even I forget steps and have to go back and fix it. And so now y'all, our project looks like this. I am going to take these two strips and just place them underneath this piece, and with the thin part of my stylus, I'm just going to go around and press down, and basically I'm tracing so that I can get what I need to cut out. So now I'm just going to take my scissors, go inside of my cut marks, or go inside of those scores, and cut. And y'all know that it won't be perfect, but I think that's good enough. So I'll just take my tape, place some tape on this, and we'll place that down right there. And we'll do the same thing here. So I'm just going to take this piece, then I'll use the thin bulb on my stylus to just go around and score into my paper. That's how I'm getting my trace. Now I can take it, find those trace marks, and cut inside about a 1/16 of an inch. So now I'm going to take my tape and just lay down some tape, and we'll place that right there like that. I think everything is just looking oh so cute right now. So now I am going to cut a couple more strips. So I'm going to take this piece, cut it at 2 by 12, and then I'm going to cut a strip at 1.5 by 12. So we're just adding to the supply list that I quoted at the beginning. And so the 1.5 by 12 inch piece, I'm actually going to place it here, and I'm just going to lay it down like this and then just fold it to get my crease. We don't have to be perfect in paper crafting. And guys, if you go for perfection, I tell you from experience, you will drive yourself crazy. So I'm just going to put this here to test it, likey like. And now I'm going to add my glue, like that. And we'll take this piece and put it right here in the middle. And I'm going to make sure that I can get it as tight as possible because I want to make sure that whatever I'm putting underneath is going to stay. And I like how that looks. I love those colors. And so now I'm going to take this piece that I cut at 2 by 12, and we're going to place it down the way that I did the other piece. And I am just going to go around pressing into the paper to get that trace. And then I'll cut in about a 1/16 of an inch. So I'm going to use my tape runner again to place down some tape. And we're going to take this piece and place it down, making sure that it's not hitting the score mark because we need that to fold. So y'all, our project is pretty much done. It comes down to decorating at this point. So what I'm going to do is I am going to show you how I'm going to close this. So I have all of this leftover rope from a previous project, and I am just going to pull off 3 strands of that rope. And I'm going to cut it. And how long you cut yours is completely up to you. But I'm going to take one of my buttons and we're going to place some glue. But I am not going to cover the whole button in glue. I am just going to take the glue and place it in the middle like that. And then I'll take this button and put it right there. And then with this one, I will be a little more generous with the glue because I'm going to take my string and fold it in half like this, and I'm going to place it in that glue, and then I'm going to add a little more glue to this, and we're going to place it down like this. Now y'all, I'm going to need to let this glue set and dry before we start moving that string. So I'm going to go ahead and get some decorative elements and we'll decorate. All right, y'all, so everything is still drying, but we can go ahead and do some of our decorating. And what I have here are some cut-aparts that I have actually, I punched this one out from a cut-apart because I like that saying. So I am just going to add some glue to it. And we're going to place this down. And y'all, my opinion of the Dollar Tree cardstock is a favorable one. It is cardstock that I can see using in my paper crafting. There wasn't anything about it that, in my opinion, differed from the cardstock that I purchased from Michael's or from Hobby Lobby. This would be great for card making. Of course, it's lightweight, so if I make a box or a bag with it, I'm going to reinforce it. But I don't see any reason why this cardstock will not work for our projects. And I think it's ideal for those projects where we might want a little bit of a rough edge. Can you see what I've done? I'm able to knock off some of that color and expose the white. So we can definitely get different effects with the cardstock depending on what we do to it. And that's true for most cardstocks that we're using regardless of the maker. But I wanted to share that with you guys, and I also wanted to share with you that I do think it is a good quality cardstock for us to be using. So now I'm going to take this one that says bloom where you are planted, and we're going to place it right there. So I am going to use my tape runner. Go ahead and place some tape. And place this right there. And then I have these little decorative buttons. I'm not sure where I got them. I'm not even sure the name because they're not in the original package, but I like how they look. So we're just going to use a few on this project. Then I'm going to take the one that says lovely. We're going to place it right there. And then I'll take this little butterfly and we're going to place it right there. I'm just going to take the smaller ones and place those right there. So that for me is all that I'm going to do in the way of decorating. So now we can see that we have all of these wonderful little pockets that we can tuck different things in. Then we can tuck something right here, and I think I'm going to tuck this one. It says, there is sunshine in my soul today, and y'all, I feel it. I feel the sunshine, I feel the love in my soul, and my spirit is healthy and wonderful today. So there we have it. We simply need to fold over, fold over. I am not ready yet to wrap this around because I need for the glue to set completely, but I can show you how we do it with this one. So here's how we would do it. We would make sure we have that closed. We fold, we fold. We take one part of the string, wrap it this way, take the other piece, wrap it this way, and there we have our closure. As long as you're able to close it and seal it properly, you can mail this. But again, check with your local postal service to see what additional postage might be needed, and if you want to maintain the beauty of it, you might want to put it in one of the clear cellophane bags. And so y'all, here's what we have. I think the design of this particular folio is awesome as is, or would be great in a journal that you might be making. It would make a fabulous addition style to a journal. And here's my final take on the Dollar Tree cardstock. I don't have any concerns with buying the cardstock or using the cardstock on the channel at all. It worked well. It was a nice lightweight quality cardstock. It is not meant for box making without some reinforcement. It's perfect if you want to make a very flexible bag. Of course, if you're carrying any weight, we reinforce the bottom of that bag, but you have a good quality cardstock to work with if you have access to a Dollar Tree. Hopefully you enjoyed this project. Thank you guys again so much for the support. As always, please be safe, be kind, be the reason someone smiles today. Happy crafting, and we'll chat later. Bye.